Have you ever seen one of these guys juggling chainsaws and just been like waiting for him to like slip and cut his arm off, right? You see them juggling something heavy and you're like, how in the world did he learn to do that? It seems so impossible and so difficult. All right, this is kind of like what everybody goes through when they're trying to build a new habit. All right, so when you try to do too many things at once, it's kind of like trying to learn to juggle. And it can lead to frustration, poor results, and eventually failure. All right, when we're talking about making your health better or losing weight, this can be an absolute nightmare. All right, so when people are trying to fix things and they fail or they don't get the results that they expect, what ends up happening is they go back to the old bad habits that led them to where they are right now. You've probably had this happen to you before where you've said you've committed, I'm going to do something, I'm going to start exercising on a regular basis, and you started doing it, and you said I'm going to eat healthy, and you started doing it, and you said I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go to the gym this many days, I'm going to start drinking water, I'm going to keep track of my steps, and then the next thing you know, it just seems like it becomes like it seems like it's a full-time job. Oh my God, I'm focusing on all this stuff all the time. I hardly have time to do my work. I can't keep track of the kids. I can't go do this. I don't have time to do this. What's going on? It becomes like, oh my God, I'm juggling too many balls, right? And then one of the balls falls, you stop doing this, and then another ball falls, you stop doing this, and next thing you know, you're back to the old habits, and that whole excitement, enthusiasm, and benefits that you got all goes away, and you're back where you started. All right, so how do we keep that from happening? All right, so there are different parts of our brain. Okay, everybody knows this. We have the conscious side of our brain and the subconscious side of our brain. The conscious side of our brain is the part that we engage when we're learning something new, when we're hearing something for the first time, when we're doing something different, right? And this is the part that helps us understand, why do we need to make a change? Why is this piece of information important for my health? That's the part we need to engage at first, okay? But eventually, we want to engage that other part, the subconscious mind, the part of the mind that allows you to get in your car and drive home without even thinking about it. The part of your mind that allows you to sing a song that you've heard a million times without even thinking about it. The part of your mind that lets you do things automatically with absolutely no effort. Okay, and that's the part of the mind that we eventually want to get engaged in this process. So we want to engage both parts of the mind. And to build a good habit, what we want to do is initially, we want to get our brain thinking about it. Why is this important? Why is this important to me? How is this piece of information going to be relevant to my life? And what difference is it going to make to my life? What am I going to feel like when I employ this? What am I going to feel like when I build this new habit? All right, and then we want to start doing this thing over and over again and perfect it. All right, make this thing that we're doing, this one thing that we're doing, better and better over time. When people multitask, you probably heard about the research. Multitasking means that you're actually doing worse tasking at everything. You're not finishing one thing, you're not finishing another, and you're doing both at a lesser quality. So rather than trying to multitask, and I'm sorry guys, you're not good at multitasking. Ladies are actually better at multitasking. But ladies, even you have problems with multitasking. The quality of whatever you do when you're trying to multitask goes down. So rather than multitasking, pick one habit that you want to work on. What is the one thing that you think is the core of your problem? What is the one thing that you think will move the needle the farthest? Is it your nutrition? Is it your exercise? Is it supplementation? Is it drinking water? What is the one thing that you are absolutely the worst at that you think will move the needle the farthest, or is the easiest for you to do? Okay, maybe it's not the most effective thing, but it's the easiest thing for you to do with your current schedule, with your current habits. Start doing that one thing. Do it over and over again, okay? And get better and better at it, okay? So there's no fast results with this method, all right? I want to warn you up front. What everybody looks for is, oh, I want some really fast results because I want to get excited about it, all right? I'm here to tell you that if you get fast results with something, you got to be really wary of that, because most fast results means you're going to lose it in a really fast time. Okay? It means it's probably too extreme and it's unlikely to be sustainable over time. All right? So, not everything, but most things are like that. So, no fast results, but you will get better and more sustainable results And over the long term, because you're forming a good habit, now you're getting that subconscious mind involved, and it becomes easier and easier until it becomes like getting in the car and driving home without ever realizing anything along the way. You just made it home and you don't even remember the trip, okay? And that's what we want getting healthy and losing weight and making decisions about your health to be after a while. We want it to be super easy, effortless, all right? So usually it takes about 28 days to build a habit, but it's not over there, all right? That habit doesn't cement for another 60 to 90 days, all right? So you can build the habit in 28 days, but you can lose it just like that if you haven't cemented it. And how do you cement it? By starting to build the next good habit on top of that. All right? So now you've finished juggling the first ball. You've gotten really good at throwing that ball up and down. Now it's time to start throwing 2 balls. All right? And now, if you go back to juggling that 1 ball, it's easy. You remember how to do that, okay? And it will be permanently in your memory, but now you're doing 2. All right? Once you do 2, now you're on to 3. Okay? And now you can start juggling heavier and heavier objects. Hope that helped. If you like this video, please like it, share it, and follow us on this site. And make sure that you visit our site, silenceyourfatgene.com, to look at my new book, Silence Your Fat Gene, to get more tips like this. See you at the next video.